to the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
All right, what's up?
What's going on?
Some serious motherfucking... Oh, dude, just... Oh. What a fucking Monday.
You're telling me.
It's unfucking real. So, can you guys hear us in the Mixer chat? We're not playing anything on fucking Facebook Live. We're going to play it in here. We're going to be all calm and cozy tonight. Just talking about some shit. This is fucking unreal. I cannot fucking believe the drama we're dealing with on this must be Tech Monday. Monday.
I think it is.
It's fucking bullshit. Fucking Monday.
And yes, they can hear us on Mixer.
Good. So, what you doing? What's going on, guys? Man. Okay, so, yeah. What I miss?
Right?
What? Holy shit! I have no idea why. I'm not even gonna bore you with the details of the technicality crap that we have. So while we're broadcasting, don't get me wrong, I'll continuously try to make sure we're able to give you guys a quality show that you guys can hang out and just shoot the shit and all that and whatever we can get. Yes, this is the Monday edition with Ice and Cuffs. So fucking Jesus, man.
Fucking fuck.
Fuckity fuck.
Well, dude, I've got power.
Oh yeah. Did you? Perhaps you could send some of that stuff to my fucking to my shit here so I can see what we have going on. This is fucking unreal.
I don't know if it works that way.
Oh, okay. Wave your fucking fingers and shit and just like, oh, you have power now.
If it was that easy, my power would have been turned back on 15 minutes after it went out.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's the same thing. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Woosah.
Woosah, what's going on, Redacted? Oh yeah. Hey, we're not playing fucking games, so you can go ahead and get out. I don't play games on here. Does that make sense? I don't do the game thing. So
sorry,
Redacted. You can't cheat. I know you can put away your cheat codes. You're not gonna fucking no way. So damn, fucking everyone's talking about the power bills. $92 a month, dude. You fucking do you even have like anything going on? My power shit's fucking
92. Where are you seeing 90? Are you seeing this in Mixer?
I'm seeing in the Mixer chat right now that Doc Derek's power bill is $92 a month. $92 a month.
Fuck?
Dude, he has to have like fucking solar panels or some shit. That's like that's like prepper stuff right there.
Well, you may be having tech issues on your end, but I think I'm having some tech issues on my end because I do not see anything about $92 a month.
Refresh.
Fucking fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna X out of fucking Mixer. Fuck that shit too.
Oh my god, man! See. I'm so glad it's just not me that's having drama today with fucking computers and tech. So, anywho.
Piece of fucking shit computer.
I know, dude. I hate it. Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, pretty good weekend. Chill, do the dealio. In case you guys haven't been reading the goddamn chats and all sorts of stuff. Exactly. What's wrong with PS4? Exactly. Yeah, what is wrong with PS4? You having problems with PS4, huh? Damn. So
I've never had a PS4. No. I've always been a Xbox or PlayStation. Sorry, I've never had a PlayStation. It's always been an Xbox.
I've had both.
And a Nintendo. I had a what the original Nintendo. And like an N64, one of the green ones.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure. Wow, what
green.
Was
the
old
N64 first came out with black one.
Say it again.
It was a black one. It was black. The N64 came out first was black.
Ew.
So, I think. Oh yeah, that was the black one, and then yeah, you're right. They had the multicolored ones. That actually was more like a gray.
Yeah.
So.
And then I know somewhere downstairs in the basement, we've got a goddamn. Is it an Atari? Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Pull them shits out, man. Sell it.
Yeah. No. That was Dad's.
Oh, okay, yeah. Put that shit in the case.
Dad's.
Put that shit in the case. Yeah. So
Good
what's
stuff.
up, Armor 6? So, yeah, yeah. That's kind of that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a good deal with that shit. You could fucking. It's not bad. Put that stuff like in a little case right there. Just kind of like open it up for your like dowry for your kids. You know, you open that shit. And like, this was your father's. This was your father's. This was your father's Atari, but your uncle wouldn't have it. Sorry, that's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, I know. I need to catch up on some Star Wars.
You do.
I haven't seen any of them. I know you've gotten after me for it. I haven't done any Star Wars, so maybe one day.
Okay. Well, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that. I don't need Star Wars. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know what was going on, there was some festivities going on at a nice little somewhere out in Kansas.
Meh? Huh?
My ass hurts. Oh my!
What? Why are you cutting out on me, or are you still there?
I'm still there. I'm just laughing. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing at the awesome weekend that I was having. So, hanging out in freaking Warhorse for Veterans and doing all that stuff. You guys,
did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a blast. So it was good stuff.
Shit.
Good was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful out there, huh?
It is. Oh man, makes you a believer. It definitely makes you a believer. You're like, wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Wow, that place is awesome. It's pretty good shit. Had a good time. Met some good people, you know. Hung out. Got some good food. Did some stuff there. Definitely could see why it is what it is. So
yeah.
But yeah, just some things you do when you ride horses that you need to freaking be careful when you're riding, and then I didn't pay attention. So yeah, kind of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did kind of yeah. Dreamcast. Wow, D-Max, that's old. I had a Sony. What was that? What was it? The other one. It was the Sega Genesis is what I had too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Sega Genesis. Okay.
Yeah, Sega had that one. And then there was one where they when games started going to CD, and people were like, "No, it's not going to work. It's cartridge all the way." And they had these guys walking around with these big chips and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. Zelda. Fuck yeah, dude. So. Anywho, yeah, so, you know, did that stuff and all that. Interesting fucking town. Everything was great. I can't no complaints. I've come back calm. Well, until just recently, until like, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, I was calm.
Yeah.
And fucking
that calm went away real fucking quick.
Big time. It did. You have no idea. But yeah, it was great. Good shit. Got to see. People out of fucking Kansas really fucking like the Royals.
No, it's just home, and that's something I try to explain to people. It may be about the Royals. A T-shirt may be about the Royals, or you may see it happens to be a KC T-shirt, and yeah, it's blue and it looks like a Royal shirt, but it may just strictly be hometown pride, like KC, this is where I'm from, and I'll walk around in the airport in it. Me, on the other hand, I wear Kansas City Royal stuff because I love the Kansas City Royals.
You actually, okay, don't get the eyes when I say this. For a chick, you actually are pretty knowledgeable on baseball shit.
For a chick, I'm knowledgeable on a few sports.
Oh my god. for a chick, I know more than you, old fucker. No, no, it's just the fact that I freaking no. You were talking about some stats, and then we talked a little bit, out in KC, and you're just like, oh, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just go ahead and fucking deal. Yeah, understood. Yep, you like KC. I mean, then you start going off on other baseball shit and all this other crap, and then talking crap about
I
games and shit.
I can go on forever. I can go on for fucking ever. And cause I'm sorry, man. And this is not because I'm from Kansas City and I'm biased about my fucking airport out here. I have been to worse airports than Kansas City.
Sorry,
there are
man.
3 fucking horseshoe-shaped terminals. How fucking hard is it to fucking get from point A to point B? Yeah, you might have to lug your fucking carry-on to the end of the terminal to get your bag. But I'm pretty fucking sure that is the easiest airport to navigate ever. Go to Atlanta.
Okay, wait, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna defend Team Old.
Team Old. Okay,
I'm gonna defend Team Old here. That airport, okay, sprawling country, beautiful scenery, well-built hallways. I mean, highways, not hallways. Hallways, yeah. Everything's so great. Everything's built up, and everything's. I mean, it looks like it is. Wow, somebody put some time and effort into this facility. And then you get up to the terminal, and you're pulling up. You're like, yeah, it looks pretty freaking. It looks like okay. Well, right there. I mean, drop off stuff is easy, quick. It was pretty seamless. And then as soon as you walk into the front door, all you see is a wall.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, okay, this might be a hallway, and then you continue down the hallway. And it's the airport. It's not an airport. It's a hallway. I've been in. I mean, do not take offense. I know you have pride over your airport.
It's not pride over the airport.
You do. Okay.
No, it's just to me. That's the easiest to navigate airport. It's almost dummy proof.
No.
Atlanta.
No. It is. No, you're right. It is pretty dummy proof when it comes to that configuration, the way it's set up and all that. But what it's not is okay, look, I'm used to an airport when you walk in and you obviously have to find everything, and obviously it's not too big, it's not too small, whatever, but it has amenities and shit like that in it. You know what I mean? It has stuff that you would probably I don't know, like if you wanted to go to a bar or hang out, or you wanted to eat something, if you had like a good layover, that's what you would want to do. You'd want to freaking hang out in some spots like that, and it's not bad, especially if you have like a 3 or 4 hour layer. Layer. Shut up. No. Do you English, motherfucker? Bitch. But
I have something to add to this.
Am I even sustaining this argument well enough to fucking even talk about it? I mean, it's just the way I see it is that you have an airport that's small. That's it. I'll just say that. It's a small fucking airport, okay?
And it is. And there are bars, there are restaurants. And, I mean, granted, they're not open 24 hours a day. But then again, I'm going to use Atlanta as another prime example. I had a layover there. I ended up sleeping in the motherfucking airport.
Another prime
Sleeping
example.
in the airport, on the floor, in one of the biggest airports in the fucking world, and one of the busiest airports in the fucking world. And
I
guess
ended up
what? It's 11 o'clock at night when I land there. My next flight doesn't leave until, I don't know, 08. And not one restaurant, not one bar. The only thing that was open was a vending machine and the shitter. That was it.
Well, no, that's your airport. Baghdad
No,
International
that's
Airport.
Atlanta.
Baghdad International Airport is a better fucking airport because at least you have a larger selection of booze without anybody complaining about it, and you walk into the terminal to go out to the aircraft before you get shot at. There's at least, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 persons into. Like, if you were to stand in line, you're like 5 people deep of how it is from the distance. Once you pass through TSA, if you want to call that TSA, and then you go from the TSA checkpoint into, you're almost like onto the fucking tarmac.
Are you talking about in Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think? And you like that? You like the simplicity of that?
I guess I don't know. I don't really have a preference. I just don't see what the big issue is about the airport.
It feels so confining
about Kansas City, because Kaz and Red Leg, and I think there were a couple other people that weren't fans of it when they came out here initially.
Well, I will say this. If we have let's put it this way, if you have like time that you really just don't have and you really want to cut it close, that's the airport to go to. Like if you want to be hauling ass and you got to cut through traffic and then you got to get out and then you got to get to the check-in and then you got to get to the fucking TSA checkpoint and then you got to fly the fuck out before your boarding time, you can cut it close there. You could show up to that airport about, I'd say, 45 minutes. You know, I usually suggest that you come at least 2 hours, right? And then 3 hours for international flights or whatever. That airport, if you really want to cut it close on your time, that's the airport to do it. I'm not going to say because that happened, but it happened.
Well, and excuse me, amenities are one thing, and like you said, amenities and bars and shopping and this and that. Yeah, that's all good, great, and grand and shit when you have long layovers. But like I said, in Atlanta, where they have all of these fantabulous amenities and a fucking shopping mall and all these fancy fucking stores like Coach and shit like that, guess what? They're not open 24 hours a day. So when you have a long layover that's at nighttime and you don't want to pay to go to stay at a hotel, those amenities don't do you a whole lot of good. So if you're there during regular business hours, like 9 to 5, yeah, sure, that's awesome. But I don't know, when I travel just to travel. I don't fuck around in the airport. I sit there in front of my gate until they call my number.
Okay, well, you're right. I'm actually thinking that airport is not usually a long time for a layover, though, right? When people fly through there?
Not generally, no.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
It is an international airport, but it's not.
That's an international airport. That's like saying the Killeen National Airport. They say like the Killeen Airport's a national airport. It's a national airport.
No, did I say international or national?
You said international.
It is an international airport.
It is an international airport?
Yes. MCI or KCI or whatever the fuck they call it now.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, people are talking about Atlanta having the best bars and smoking areas and shit like that. I don't think so. I think the best. I'd say the best.
I know they have smoking areas, but bars, the best bar, nah, I don't see it.
Yeah, usually airports are pretty bad now when they have bars in it, especially when you're about ready to fly out. Because if you fly out and you're about ready to get on board and you're tanked, they won't let you on.
I'm sorry, sir. You've had one too many.
Yeah, how do you know I had? Because the pilot's there drinking with you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, it's freaking. I'm sorry, man. It's just one of those things that's fucking just. I don't want to diss anybody's airport, but it's fucking small.
No, it is small, and I have no problem with that. I like my small airport.
You like your small? It is a small airport. It is. It's small, but like I said, it's if you want to, like, you can't go to Atlanta at the last minute, 40 minutes before your flight, and expect to hop on, like, fast.
Yeah, no.
You will negotiate some shit. You go to that airport and you go up and it says Delta, peep Delta. They be flying all over this bitch. They fucking will have. Like right there, there's Delta. You walk right in. There's a ticketing guy, and the lady looks at you and says, "Oh, hi, you here for?" Actually, she was a German lady too. And yeah, hello, you come here to fly? Yes, you fly to Kansas? Yeah, I mean yes.
Yeah.
And then okay, well, yeah. Oh, I noticed that your wallet. You have in your wallet. You have a ID. What are you doing looking at my wallet and shit? But yes, I am in the military. Oh yeah, TSA pre-check because you're in the military. So yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're in the military. You have TSA pre-check.
Is that strictly with the CAC card?
All with a CAC.
Oh.
So if you're CAC-alicious, then you get TSA pre-check authorization, and you get to stand in like the speed lane, I guess.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, so I walked in there, and I was thinking, God, everyone's like, oh no, we'll be good, Ice. You'll be plenty of time to get there. I'm like, motherfucker, okay, dude. This is not my hood, so I cannot judge the hoodness of someone's hood. If someone says they can get me there in 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and I'm gonna have to trust them because I'm not from there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
So you freaking we're hauling ass, and then it just like literally not even 40 minutes prior to the boarding time. I was kind of thinking to this too, as I was just listening over the news or talking about the news about how flights are getting smaller as far as seating arrangements are, and the fact that that planes are now statistically later now.
Mm-hmm.
For if you are trying to get through within that window that they tell you to come in, then they won't be on time. Which all the flights that I've been on so far, lately, which is the first time I've flown out of a while without having to jump out of them. But I they were late except for the one coming home.
Gotcha.
So so you're about ready to come home, and then my final leg, it was actually on time, well, because it was late fucking night. So by that time it was already a late flight, and especially where I was going to, who wants to fucking go there? So, so there was no issue, there was no drama, I didn't have any worries about that stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was not a big deal. But one of my stops was St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucking airport had a goddamn mall in it. Like a real fucking mall. I'm talking straight up. If you would close your eyes and open your eyes and said, I'm in a normal mall, aside from the fact that you got a bag, fucking whatever, you don't, it's unreal. You can buy fucking clothes. You can buy fucking whatever you want. You can buy a fucking Harley Davidson in there. What was that shit you can buy? When you went to the food court, and they had like themed restaurants, like Gene Simmons or Axl Rose's restaurant or something like that. They had Prince shit everywhere. They had, yeah. And then if you went to the food square, not the food court, yes, because now we don't have courts anymore, we have squares. They had this baller ass fucking sushi bar that was incredible. That it was like no shit legit, like the old fucking like the Japanese modern day fucking sushi bars with the neon fucking lit tables where you could sit down with iPad, and it's got iPads over there, and you just walk up there and just and then I'm saying that Japanese? No. I was badass. I was impressed. 3 bottles of sake later, I was really impressed. So
I've never had sake. So
you've never had sake? Oh my!
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Hail to the king,
I can't
baby.
even imitate. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Hail to the king, baby! Oh, who wants some? You have never. Again, St. Paul, Minneapolis Airport. That is the fucking joint you want to go to. You should just go in there just not to fly. But I think you have to be ticketed. I think you had to be a ticketed passenger to be in the area that I was at. No, actually, you did. Because it was cordoned off, because I almost made a wrong turn, and this TSA asshead fucking was like, right there, you can't walk this way, look upstairs, look. He pointed up, and I'm looking up something at eye level. He's like, if you look at the sign, and I'm looking up like eye level or generally a few feet up, and then it has in big giant do not enter embossed in the goddamn metal, like stamped out, not like bright signs. So I literally had to look at the fucking support beams of the building itself to say, do not enter security controlled checkpoint. And holy fuck. I was like, okay. I don't know what the fuck. You don't eat fucking fish, and I don't eat fish anywhere I don't trust, KC. Fuck that. No way, dude.
Yeah.
No.
No thanks.
So you've never had sake before? Have you ever had
No,
sushi before?
I've never had sake.
Have you had sushi?
I lived in Hawaii. I made a valiant effort to like sushi, but not.
What did you have? Like the shishimi, whatever they fucking call it.
I have no fucking clue what I had. All I know is it was raw. It tasted fucking raw to me.
Cup-san, you want to do sushi? Sushi.
And now I just picture that scene from fucking, is it Jackass, the first one or the second one where he snorts the wasabi
sauce? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I mean, it's a taste. When I first tried it when I was younger, back in my younger days, I tried it, didn't like it. No, but now they have come out different types of sushi types, so that's what I'm saying, if you have that. So I went to this damn sushi bar. This motherfucker, baller. I mean, baller. So, it is freaking unreal. You have you ever been to Japan? And have you ever been to Japan at all? No.
I haven't been outside of the United States. I have not been fortunate enough.
Oh, have you ever been? Well, I mean, fucking Pearl Harbor is almost like Japan, right?
It may as well. You know what? You're right. You're right. It may as well be fucking Japan. Yes. Okay. So in that case, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well then, the places show you. So have you ever seen the movie Black Rain? You ever see the movie Black Rain back in the day with Michael Douglas? And you go to these like fluorescent lit fucking sushi places, right? And it is just exactly like that. It's a fluorescent lit fucking sushi place, and you can eat whatever you want. And they have computer terminals right there where you're at. And I'm kind of like thinking I want some you know, maybe have some sushi. And I looked at like how they were making it and all that. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Not gonna try that. And then I saw these fucking noodles hanging off. So I remember from that movie Black Rain when the guy went to that fucking thing, or like Blade Runner when he went to the fucking noodle place and he was fucking all. I was like, yeah, I'm Ice from Blade Runner. I'm gonna fucking eat some noodles just like Blade Runner. And so
I'm Ice from Blade Runner.
Yep, exactly. And I fucking I no shit fucking went in there and ate this big bowl of fucking noodles, and holy sheep sticks, it was freaking unreal. And then they go, what kind of sake do you want? I'm like, there's more than one, I guess. And they're like, oh yeah, fucking, you can have this kind of sake, that kind of sake, this kind of sake. I thought there was only one specific type of sake. And this guy comes out, speaks, and has got his Japanese hat. Starts going through this whole fucking, demonstration of what type of sake, and then he points me to the wall. And I'm like, look at raw. Look at the raw, okay.
Look at the raw.
Look at the raw. And they have bottles of them fucking joints, like champagne bottles. I've only had sake in small little bottles. And I go, I want one. I'll take that one. And then they bring one out, and they bring a bottle out. And for you Star Wars fans, it looks like fucking the blue milk in Star Wars. And I'm like, okay, just for the novelty fact, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna drink this shit because it looks like blue milk from Star Wars. And no, for real. And so, it's a Star Wars reference. I'm sorry, you haven't seen Star Wars. But anyways, it's like, it looks like the blue milk from Star Wars. So there, the guy comes out, it's like, oh, sake. I'm like, yes, sake. And, because Japanese got to scream at you and shit when they fucking say something. Sake. Yes, sake. And then he comes over and, hey. I'm like, thank you. And
thank you.
I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't fucking speak Japanese. And so he sets it down and he puts the little shot glass next to the bottle. And I grab the bottle and it was fucking cold. I've never had cold sake before. Because normally if you have hot sake, it warms you. It warms you. Like, it's almost like, I don't know. I guess if you ever see those old cartoons with the Saint Bernard running around with the barrel underneath its neck and it's fucking, it's got brandy or something like that to warm you up. Mine would be like a fucking Japanese Shar-Pei fucking running around with a bottle of sake hanging out, because that's what I thought it's supposed to do. Sake, you know what? I'll go ahead and try this. I'll try the cold sake. And it wasn't bad. And then I said, "Do you have the clear sake? Not this one. This is not original sake." And I guess to the Japanese, that is as original as sake can get. Looking like fucking blue milk.
Blue milk.
And I'm thinking, okay, all right, I'll drink. And he got insulted. I said, "Well, can you warm it up?" And he looked at me like I was smoking crack because you're not supposed to warm that type of sake up. So I said, "Okay, give me some hot sake." And then they bring out this bowl, this giant bowl of fucking noodles that I had. It was the bowl. It was the bowl of life of noodles. If you ever have ramen, that would be the place to fucking go. That would be the joint to do it. And if you fucking ever had that shit right there, you'd be like, "Oh, let's get this on."
So now we're kind of on the topic of Japan, Japanese.
Whoa! Wait a minute. What were you saying? I like where this is going.
On the topic.
Oh shit! Yep. Hey, if you're gonna call and there we go.
What is going on?
Sorry, we had a caller call, and so I hit it. God dang it! Stop! Jesus!
Make it stop.
Make it stop.
What I was saying was it probably cut out because of the call. While we're on the topic of Japan and Japanese, have you seen the movie Gung Ho?
Yes, I have seen the movie Gung Ho.
It's I know it's kind of it's not stupid. It's not fucking stupid. I like the movie.
Well,
I like the movie so much that I purchased it off of Xbox One, and I've watched it multiple times. I love it. I love the movie.
I mean, that movie right there, it was making fun of Japanese and integration with Americans and the auto workers unions and stuff like that. And it had Michael Keaton in it, so, it's funny. But
it was a movie that, as a child, I watched because my dad worked on cars, and he was, whatever. My dad worked on cars. My bio dad worked on cars. And he loved that movie. And that was just one of those movies that, stuck with me. And as an adult, I just happened to see.
Oh, my fucking God. Guys, if you're going to call, just call and hang up, and I'll grab you. I'll pick you up. I
know that area code.
I'll pick you up.
I know this area code. Who are you?
So...
Anywho, back to Gung Ho.
So back to Gung Ho though. Gung Ho it was the reason why you couldn't play that movie now was because it had that song Turning Japanese, and I'm turning Japanese. Oh.
Did it? No, it didn't.
It was like one of their freaking theme songs to it. And of course, because everyone thought it was great shit. Everyone thought it was a fucking good. It was good because it was making fun of the Japanese while we were competing against them during the big 70s and the 80s. For the best, who can have the best car. But that movie Black Rain, I liked it because it gave it like talked about the Yakuza and all this other stuff, and that was badass shit. Watch Black Rain.
Okay.
And Black Rain isn't it has nothing to do with the Afrocentrices of. I just made that word up. I like making words.
I hope so, because I was about to say I have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
Afrocentric. It was an Afrocentric name. That's not the Afrocentric title of Black Rain. It's Black Rain. If you watch the movie, you'll understand why they call it Black Rain. And why the Yakuza was developed and why it wasn't for, it was blah, blah. It was actually pretty good. So, but anyways, and that, watching that freaking movie gave it a little different look to it. But the food, everyone's eating freaking food. You ever notice everyone's eating fucking food in the damn gangster movies like that? Mm-hmm. Or in crime movies like that. So Blade Runner's eating freaking, as a matter of fact, at the same place that I went to. But not, St. Paul, Minneapolis, but, eating the same type of stuff, neon stuff and everything. I kind of like that noir lookish, weirdish crap anyways. But anyways, so going back to the sake thing. So
apparently it was D-Max calling.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was me. So
sorry.
Wasn't Black Rain also a Kmart cologne? That was karate. But no, we're not playing on Facebook Live. But anywho, the thing is freaking. It was kind of like bad because it's almost like drinking, like when you drink beer at room temperature for the first time when you're stationed in Europe, or you drink something, you know, because there's no ice in Europe, and when you ask for something, so it's almost assumed that that if you want something to drink, you can get it at room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And they freaking, I guess, looked at me all weird when I said I wanted hot sake. So he gave me, so I had a bottle of the original sake, I guess you would say. And then I had hot sake. And then I had another bottle of the original sake again. So 3 bottles in.
God damn.
I loved it. It was good shit. Bei uns auch nicht. Ganz genau.
I don't.
Oh,
You lost me.
That was some enjoyment there.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that was freaking. Oh, now everyone's talking about it. I just realized in the team room chat that everyone wants sake now. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, wow, that's some good shit. Ice is so gross. Anyways, not the fuck I ain't. Oh, you're talking about the actual ice. Not the cube, not solidified water, right? Not frozen water. Is that what you're talking about, Casey? I eat that gross anyways.
It's gross anyways.
But no, it was just freaking. It was just good. And then that big bowl of fucking ramen. It was the most incredible bowl of ramen I've ever had in my life, ever. No,
I have had Korean, like bulgogian ramen.
Oh, that's good too.
That's good shit.
Yep.
Spicy.
Yeah. Ooh, Shinramyun ramen. Hell yeah.
Spicy. I always say spicy. Bulgogian ramen. Now I'm gonna have to go find and the best ones, of course. The best Korean restaurants that I have found in or around Kansas City are, of course, up near Leavenworth, near a military installation.
Of course. And, I wonder why. And who are the commissary baggers too?
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. Don't want to go there. Apply to work there as a normal person. Apply to go there as somebody who is not of Korean descent and see what happens. You show up there trying.
Yeah.
My daughter tried to apply for a commissary job, and she said that literally freaking. She got the look of death from the women there.
There are a couple, from what I remember, at my brief stint up there at Leavenworth. So when I say stint, no, not at the DB. And,
I was about to say, what do you mean?
Whatever, we'll leave it at that. From my brief time up there at Leavenworth, it looked like a couple of officer kids, little white kids that were bagging groceries there at the commissary, but for the most part, they were little Korean ladies.
Well, I mean, because my oldest, when she was, that's the kind of thing that you want to do. One of those little jobs that you get when you're a teenager. Either you work at McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or bag at the commissary, whatever. So, where I was stationed, it was very heavily in the Korean side of the house. So. She had just became a teenager, and she was like, I want to do some other stuff and babysitting and all that. And she's like, I want to do something different. I want to see what's like on a post. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Go apply at the commissary. I'll go drop you off, and I got to go get a haircut anyway. So I'll go and let me know how it goes and all that. And I come back after my haircut, and then she's already sitting outside the barber shop. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, hey, you okay? And she's like, you teach me a lot about people being just, accepting for what they are, and they have to. I'm like, She says, but I walked in there, and no shit, Koreans were looking at me like I was trying to take their jobs. Like I was trying to cut in there whatever it was that were trying. I went in there and I asked the lead bagger, hey, where do you go to apply? And they said, no, you don't apply here. She's like, what do you mean I don't apply here? No job here for you. And she's, of course, she's my daughter, so and she's a teenager, so she's already, no job for you. You don't come here. Please, get out here. No job for you. And so she was really upset. So I'm like, fuck that. Let's go inside here and see what's up. So I go to the front, the little service thing right there, and there's a lady there, and there's an older woman. And a Caucasian woman, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, sir. We're just not applying. we're just not taking applications from kids right now because of the school, whatever. I'm like, this is just a summer job. I said, you said you worked for tips anyway, so why is it that you can't get, you know, is there like a baggers union or something like that? Or is there something we can talk to? Why won't you?
A baggers union?
Well, yeah, because there's some, you know, I don't understand why they wouldn't let my kid in there, and they were literally what it was. They literally was freaking, they were literally freaking prejudiced against my teenage daughter because she wanted to just be a bagger there. And then I started looking up and down there, and I threw the card out. Yes, I threw the card. How come you don't see any? How come you don't see any American kids here, or kids, dependents? That was one card I threw out. I only see. It looks like what I see: wives and their moms working here.
Yep.
Because you know, once you marry one, you bring fucking everybody. I'm sorry, that's the way it fucking is.
It's the fucking truth.
It's the fucking truth. It's not being stereotypical to whatever. Ice, now you're fucking
in violation of every
a violation of everything because fuck everybody. But no, I mean literally. I mean that's the Asian culture. You marry one, you're marrying freaking everybody.
Oh, yeah, the whole family.
Exactly.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, big PX. So I asked. I said, how come I only see what looks like to be family members of, you know, and I said of Korean descent. How come there's no? How come I don't see no Caucasian kids here? You would have thought the whole commissary got quiet. I mean, it was like a fucking pin being dropped. Ping, you know, fucking C-130s falling out of the sky and shit. Fucking, you know, dogs and cats sleeping together. Fucking the clips. Name it. All the disasters that you could possibly, because I had literally asked the same fucking, you know, there was like a social faux pas to ask, how come all the baggers here are Koreans? And they literally got mad at me and said that I was causing a scene and disrupting what was going on. I'm like, no, my daughter's right here. She's a teenager. She wants to apply to be a bagger. She's not asking for anything else.
All she wanted to do was apply.
All she wanted to do was, yeah, she just wanted to fucking, that's it.
She didn't want the job on the fucking spot.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Turn in the job application,
exactly.
for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Fuck yeah. I mean, because literally, I don't even think there's an application process.
Probably not.
You show up and you do your freaking...
And they work for tips only, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you're just on their little numbering system of how many baggers that they have. And that's all it is. I still cannot crack... It's almost like a Masonic code of fucking baggers at the commissary. Fucking... Everyone starts talking about, so then I get a fucking phone call from, yeah, my first sergeant. This is back when I was a more junior rank person, junior ranking sergeant. And, he's like, yeah, I got the call. Hey man, you got a sec? He's like, Roger, first sergeant, let me fucking, you know, I'm at the motor pool right now. Let me head down there. All right, get down here, swing by, meet me at the smoke pit. Cause you know, my first sergeant smoked like a fucking freight train. And, so I pull up and then I walk out and he's like, come on, man, come here. Ice. Did you walk into the commissary and fucking call everybody a bunch of gooks or zipperheads or something like that? I'm like, no, I did not. What happened? I said, I'll tell you what happened. I said, you know, my daughter, my little one, you know, Miss Ice, wanted to apply to fucking work at the commissary. And then I looked around and I asked, then how come, you know, we're not accepting anybody here, but yet, you know, I've been coming to the commissary to fucking buy shit or, you know, get the goddamn honeydew list of shit. And the next thing you know, there's fucking, everyone's coming in here and I'm seeing new baggers just about every fucking day. So why can't my little one fucking, then I said, well, how come I only see what looks like our dependents and their mothers? And then that's when I said, as a matter of fact, I mean, is it me or I don't see anybody who is of Caucasian persuasion or any persuasion other than Korean. Holy fuck! You thought I would have crossed the 38th parallel? you fucking would have thought that I had. I mean, as my first sergeant said, well, you're in what he said, you're in deep kimchi because he's been in Korea before. He's like, you're in deep kimchi. He's like, because Sergeant Major wants to talk to you, saying because apparently what happened is like, can we have your? I was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking bring my daughter in here. Bullshit. I'm not gonna have my daughter. I'm not gonna have you question my daughter against me about what I fucking said. Fuck that. Take the goddamn counseling statement.
Yeah.
And so, come to find out, long story short, that it ended up being blown out of proportion because obviously some of the baggers couldn't understand what the fuck I was saying, so they immediately thought that I was mad because I said they're Korean, like I was having some sort of fucking Korean War flashback. Wanted to fucking stack them like sandbags in the goddamn parking lot.
But I was just waiting for you to say that your sergeant major or your first sergeant had a Korean wife. I was just waiting for you to get the ads about that. But
no. Well, no. I mean that. No, wait. Hang on. No. Well, wait. No. They don't have any. They don't have Asian wives. But I do know that somebody at the time, he was in another company, but a good friend of mine, he's Asian, and he's from the Philippines, and he says the same thing. Goddamn, dude, freaking, everyone's looking at me like I'm sort of, because he's Filipino, he's a darker color, he's more tan Asian, and he says that, the Asians in there just start rapping to him. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Is it because I look like I'm Asian? And then everyone's like, so he was kind of like, yeah. So I'm not freaking, I'm just asking, I'm asking the obvious question. That's one thing at WTFNationRadio.com. Use Army W2 Moments. We want to ask the obvious question. That's it. That's all. That's all I want to fucking ask.
Obvious question is, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Why is it you didn't hire my teenage daughter to just, all she wanted to do was fucking, get some groceries and, be a little bagger and stuff like that. And then, or maybe, get a little, job on there so that way she could understand the value of working, and all this other stuff. And I was going to open up a bank account, and we had like a little plan going and then all that crap. And then the next thing it became a big fucking EO issue because I asked the fucking question.
Well, and I'm kind of stuck on your daughter putting the initiative into wanting to have a fucking job. That's fucking outstanding. That says a lot. How old was she ish?
At the time she just turned 16.
So 16, so
yeah.
Right around, I mean, yeah, my first job, I think I was 15.
Yeah, she just
15-ish.
Yeah, she just turned 16.
And she put forth effort to go fucking do it for tips and not an hourly rate. You know what I mean? And they're just gonna straight up say meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Oh, no. The thing was that got me was that they immediately told her not to apply. That's what pissed me off. Oh, you don't apply. We have no job for you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I have no job for me. I'm like, really? And of course, this is being told to me by my daughter after I just had a Korean cut my hair. Oh, welcome back. I stopped going there because I didn't want the fucking mafia to fucking, oh, how you doing? Oh, it looks like you, fucking zzz. And they all they all do their hand signal like a baseball player and shit to fucking say, cut that guy's hair wrong or something like that. Because sometimes I think it's on purpose. Oh, you look good. You look real good. You look fine.
We need to get back to the baseball topic at some point because I have some rants and raves that I want to go on about a game I watched this weekend. But continue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw that out there. Oh. And three places you're gonna find Koreans around Post are fucking the commissary and every other Korean restaurant
course.
Just so happens to be next to a fucking barbershop.
No. Because
we have more.
No, there's more. No, wait, there's more. Because at Fort Hood, the Korean restaurants there have Mexicans serving the chow. So
what?
Sorry. Fuck it. I figure if I'm gonna fucking roll the dice tonight, I might as well just fucking go all the way.
That sounds like some shit at the mall. Like oh my god.
No, for real.
You've got a pizza shop, and then you've got a Chinese restaurant, and then you've got fucking Chipotle. And the Chinese restaurant obviously had the Chinese people running it. The pizza place had the fucking Chinese people running it, and then Chipotle. I'm like, did you just buy the little franchise for this? What the fuck is going on here? I'm confused.
Exactly.
I'm confused.
Yeah. So off of Rancière, if you go off Rancière at Fort Hood, just right outside the gate where the officers club is at. Well, what used to be called the officers, the big club. Mm-hmm. There's like there's a big, like, it's almost like looks very neon and shit, like ultra modern, postmodern fucking barbershop. It's Schooling Barbershop, That's where I first got my neck popped, and also there's a lot of firsts there. And you wanted to get some stuff, and you just talked about something, they hooked you up with whatever. you know, oh hello, I'm saying, hey, what's going on? Hey, okay, what'd you like? And, you know, fucking, you know, high and tight or something like that, whatever. And then they just talk to you. So you work on airfield? Yep, I work on airfield. Yeah, obviously, because the flight suit didn't just fucking throw you off. But yeah, I work on airfield. Oh, okay. Yeah, you ready for field? And I'm like, how do you fucking know about me going to the field? And you know, well, if it wasn't the first cav patch, you know, on my aviation BDUs and the freaking, you know, oh yeah, you know, oh, cause Joe talk a lot. Joe talk about field. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, you know.
Yeah,
that'll
not
work.
this Joe.
You have enough gear? Excuse me? Do you have enough gear? What the fuck is gear? I'm thinking like Carmen gear, like GHI, not gear. They're trying to say gear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, gear. I said, yeah, I think I'll give you a good deal on gear.
Oh my God.
So they were asking me about fucking other shit about stuff that I was not there for. I was there for a fucking haircut, not for buying TA50.
Yeah, they're trying to sell you fucking TA50 out of a barbershop.
Exactly. So, but anyways, but it was crazy as shit. Exactly that. It is a one-stop shop for your black market goods. Oh, you want rucksack frame, huh? Yeah.
Well, and I was gonna say a happy ending too. I mean, you get a talk, you get a chit chat, you get a back rub, TA50, and a happy ending.
Yeah, exactly. No, and then I didn't like the freaking. First off, I didn't like their methods of. First off, well, you know, I was a fucking Joe and I was single all the time. So it didn't bother me. You had to give me a massage. I'm like, oh yeah, give me a massage, and then. You know, pop, 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 pop. They're slapping your fucking back, and you know, oh, you know, fucking yeah, whatever, you know, what the fuck you're saying, and how you doing? And then they go, pop your neck. I'm like, yeah, sure, pop your neck, and then,
damn.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could have gone to a chiropractor, but instead,
exactly. The barber adjusted me.
What the fuck?
Then asked me if I wanted my fucking shit starched. But I was like, freaking, I don't know. It just again, everyone says, and it's all dependent on where people PCS out of is where you see the largest amount of spouses from that country. So, you know, Fort Sam, you know, it's a mixed bag. Fort Hood, it's all Koreans, a lot of Koreans.
There's a lot up here at Leavenworth.
Yeah, I was about to say Fort Leavenworth. Fort Riley has got a mixture of, at the time, it was a lot of Europeans. Fort Carson's the same way too.
Honestly, right, Europeans not so much, and even Koreans.
Well, this was at the time.
There, I didn't see a lot of Koreans or Europeans.
Well, this was back when I was, back in the day, because there's still a Cold War going on and shit. So we kind of had this thing called Russia. Oh wait, anyways, we had there was a lot more. But you're right, there's hardly any Europeans over now because the U.S. Armed Forces have drawn down considerably, and freaking, it's gone down so fucking bad that there's not hardly any forces there. And then now we're sending guys out there to do rotations. And when we had originally, 2 divisions, a couple corps, just people out, I don't know. We had people stationed there already instead of making, fucking everything up, because the military would fuck up a wet dream when it comes to something like that. So yeah. Fort Benning too. But yeah, so you just see the more predominant areas. My dad was in, he said Fort Ord. He's like, you could not get enough of fucking Vietnamese and Filipinos, because during the Vietnam War, obviously during all that shit was going on, they were stopping through Hawaii, and Hawaii was like, fuck you can't go, keep going to California, and they fucking went to Fort Ord. So
fucking Hawaii, fuck Hawaii, fuck Hawaii straight in the ass.
Well, okay, there you go.
Yeah, sorry, that's just my opinion.
I don't even think they want to be Hawaii anymore. God, you know what? We're on a roll. Fuck it, let's do it. Yeah, they don't even want to be a state anymore.
They hate. I don't want to violate any mixer fucking whatevers, but you as a Caucasian. Obviously, I wouldn't say you're the minority, but you're basically the minority. Hawaiians hate the white people. They hate Caucasians. You are considered
They call them
The devil.
howlies. They call them howlies or something like that, right?
Yeah,
howlies
yeah,
and shit.
howlie is,
and
is
it's
what they call you.
accepted
That's the derogatory term for
for
a
white
white
people.
person, an
But
outsider,
that's
a howlie.
But that's no. It's just not. It's not an outsider. It's howlie specifically, right? It's like
Howlie means white person or outsider.
Okay, all right. So
And
that's accepted. That's an accepted derogatory term.
It
So like if you were
I
like
guess. If they called me that, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves and use the derogatory term that I have for them.
what's their derogatory term?
Moke.
Oh, I heard about that stuff.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Mixer's gonna kick me off of here. Moke, and howlie means white person or outsider. Okay, well, moke means mocha, as in mocha skin tone. So I mean, it could be worse, I guess, but whatever. Yeah. Anywho.
I love it. D-Max, well, great. I was gonna give the position that he's white. Nope. But other times I'm not. I'm a dark white male. That's a T-Max.
D-Max.
Shut up, D-Max. Shut up, D-Max. Yeah. So those freaking people who don't want to be in their fucking. Anyways, go back and say I don't want to go. Anyway, so it's predominantly the individuals that are brought from certain areas.
I'm confused. Wait, did I say that you were white? I never once said you were white.
No, you just said I would be a minority because I would be considered white. Is what you said.
I would be a minority.
Yeah.
Me, D-Max, not ICE. I'm not talking about ICE. I'm talking about me. I was the motherfucker that lived there. God. Don't take my words out of context. Continue.
So, tell me about this freaking. You had some baseball drama going on,
dude. What? Okay, so this fucking game on what day was it? Saturday night. Saturday night. Yes, Saturday night. So extra innings and all this good shit. And okay, I've watched baseball for a while now, and it took me. I was thoroughly pissed off because it took me looking up the regs through the MLB to find out about this rule.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Something through. What do you mean you had to look up the regs for something? Baseball's not doing some shit anymore.
A wild pitch with a wild pitch. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So a wild pitch if you swing at a wild pitch, to me, that's a motherfucking strike. That's a strike.
That's been baseball's rules forever from when I played it.
Apparently, fucking not.
Huh?
So if it would have been a third strike. You swing the bat, it would have been a third strike, but it's a wild pitch and you swing. It's not a strike. You get to take your base.
What?
Yeah. Unless the catcher just happens to be quick enough to get that wild pitch wherever the fuck it may have wandered off to and tag you out. And our second string catcher, Drew Butera, was in, and he was having an off night and wasn't able to track down that wild pitch. So this dude took his base. And I'm looking at the TV like, what the fuck is going on? This is not how this works. And I'm trying not to yell at the TV. I'm not really yelling at the TV. I'm raising my voice because I was among company and I didn't want to look like a complete fucking fool. Generally, it's a lot louder than what it was. But yeah, I was shocked.
So basically, a wild pitch
took his fucking base.
So a wild pitch happens, and he swung at it, and because it was wild pitch, what should have been a strike, he got to take his base as if he hit it, like if he just got a fucking.
That only happens when it would have been a third strike.
What the? So that's not fucking baseball. That's a strike.
I'm gonna read it to you. Hold on, I'm gonna read it to you. So I've got it pulled up here. Where are you, you motherfucker? Where are you? Where are you? So, okay, it states, Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Of course it's not pulled up. I'm going to find it because I want to read it because it thoroughly irritated me. So, wild pitch. Not I Wild. No, I don't want to pull up any I Wild
What the
fucking
fuck is
shit.
I
Thank
Wild?
you.
The fuck is that?
Okay. So in baseball,
Yeah.
here we go. In baseball, a wild pitch is charged against a pitcher when his pitch is too high, too short, or too wide of home plate for the catcher to control with ordinary effort, thereby allowing a base runner, perhaps even the bat dash runner, on an uncaught third strike to advance.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, okay, so if it's a wild pitch, and even if he swings at it, and it would have been strike 3, which to me, that means you're fucking out, that's not the case. If the fucking catcher can't scurry to get the wild pitch, get the ball, and tag him out real quick, which generally, Salvi, my number one dude, if a wild pitch gets away from him, he generally can get it and tag the guy out for the most part. He's really quick. And I've noticed that. But it didn't really click until all of this happened after I started looking up the rules and regs. So this guy just took his base. This is extra innings. This is like determining the fucking game. And this guy just takes his base after fucking it should have been strike 3. I'm like, fuck, man. So that was really irritating. And then, of course, the fucking... who was it? It was the Red Sox. They ended up winning in extra innings by 1 with their chunky-ass fucking fat fuck of a catcher who plowed down, the third base line into the home plate and ended up fucking winning by 1. And then, I don't know, it looked like chalk.
Please don't hold back.
It looked like chalk. They win the game, and all of a sudden, these guys take a box, and I thought maybe it could have been like Powerade powder that you pour into water and mix up, whatever. No, it was white. It had to have been fucking chalk. Picks it up and throws it in this guy's fucking face, and he is just covered in chalk. And when you get like baby powder on your face or anything, any kind of powdery substance in a wet area, and it just like clumps up and gets nasty.
Well, I've had some big ones before, so I know what you're talking about. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Oh fuck!
I've thrown some
fucking kid.
I've thrown some powdery substances on white spots before, wet spots
gross.
Before. So please continue.
That's
so well, you asked.
Ice.
You just asked. Ice. You know how it is when you throw a powdery substance against a wet spot. I'm thinking, yeah, I do.
God.
Continue. So wait. So they threw this fucking chalk on this dude. I'm gonna say it.
He's just covered.
I'm gonna ask.
He's all sweaty and nasty, and it's in his eyes.
I'm gonna ask. Was it an African American player? Or was it a white player?
Yeah.
What? Oh, see.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with baseball traditions, man? It's fucking. I swear, baseball fucking.
And that's the first thing I thought of. What the fuck? Who the fuck throws chalk? If that gets in your eye, okay, blind the guy. Look, good idea. Then they're all just standing around, jumping around like, oh my god, we won this fucking game. Okay, well, you may as well have blinded this fucking guy. How about you get some shit to rinse his eyes out with?
You put your
At
fucking
least
best player.
Our fucking
exactly.
shit like that when we celebrate, Salvi dumps a fucking bucket of ice water on somebody.
Yeah.
We're not blinding people. Come on now.
Well, they are baseball players, so he's probably what was the name of the player? It was who was playing? What was the series? It was the Red Sox series, right? The Boston Red Sox series.
Yeah, we were playing. The Royals were playing the Red Sox. That was not here in KC, so it would have been out on the coast.
Oh, gotcha. So it was the weekend series with the Red Sox. So
yes, which we won. We won the series. We won yesterday in extra innings too. By the way,
oh,
we fuck their shit up. So any Red Sox fans on the team, or well, we'll just leave it at that. Any Red Sox on the team, suck a dick. Okay, I'm done. That's my rant.
Well, baseball players are a bunch of pussies, anyways. They fucking something happens to their fucking thumb, and the next thing you know, they're worse than European soccer players, dude.
I agree.
Especially when they fight.
I agree.
Especially when they fight. It's what makes me mad is when, you freaking. Okay, I understand a wild pitch is a wild pitch, right? And sometimes it gets away from somebody. That's understandable. However, the pitch hits somebody, and then the guy goes off. Is it accidental? Is it? I mean, there's been some bad pitches. I mean, I guess getting hit by a fucking ball flying at you at 85 miles an hour isn't fucking cool. But if I'm getting paid, an exorbitant amount of money, if I'm getting paid $80 million just to play 3 years, I don't mind. It's an occupational hazard. I don't mind, getting hit by a baseball at that speed. What I don't understand is that how come, like what happens in hockey, someone has they just let them fucking fight, and you even see the ref going, all right guys, come on, and they're still fucking beating each other's face, right? And
have you ever seen one of the fucking refs get accidentally knocked out? They're not necessarily knocked out, but punched in the face. Like they got a little too close and got knocked in the head. Those are pretty funny. Sorry.
Well, yeah, exactly. But that's why in hockey they fucking let them do it. But you don't see the entire bench coming out onto the ice to fucking to fight, to jump one guy, whatever.
Well,
in baseball, you have one guy that walks up to somebody and just says, fuck you, punk, or whatever. And the next thing you know, the whole bench clears out. Baseball players can't fucking fight anyways, unless they do a fucking sucker punch. So to have both sides clear out, why don't they just do it like fucking hockey? They should just all stand at the line, like all at the baselines. Like when there's a fight, just everyone run at the baseline. So it's kind of like a little mini gladiatorial arena of two
battle royale.
Yeah, exactly. So it turns into fucking, two baseball players who are melodramatic anyways, who get put on the fucking injured list for spraining a fucking thumb.
See,
they're like worse than soccer players.
Okay. If you, and I'm gonna make a reference here. Mike Trout. I think Mike Trout was the one who, I hurt my thumb. I need to be on the injured list for 6 weeks.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And he's getting paid how much?
I don't fucking know. Fuck him. Okay, so my thing.
I'll tell you what he's getting paid. He's getting paid $144 million to sign a 6-year contract, okay? To include a $5 million signing bonus. $144 million guaranteed.
Oh, my thumb. It hurts.
And they're complaining about a fucking because I know you're that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Mike Trout and his little fucking his bitch ass fucking exactly that.
You slid into the base too. Well, next time don't slide fucking hands first.
Don't slide with your
first.
Don't slide with your thumb out.
Right? We have a dude on our team that wears, it looks like an oven mitt, because when he slides hands first or head first, he has had issues with hyperextending or breaking fucking fingers. So what does he do? He has this little mitt looking thing that he wears on the hand that he generally slides in first with.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Too fucking easy. Too fucking easy. And my thing with the fucking brawls in baseball, okay, and this is from watching the brawls when everybody had it out for Kansas City in 2015. So the first brawl of the season would have been the Oakland A's and the Royals, and they were gunning for us because we won the wild card game against them. Yeah, we came back from like a fucking 7-point. It was like fucking 9-2.
Yeah, they were saying that they were saying that the Royals were cheating. I don't really understand how you were cheating. No, hang on. They were talking about how the umps were favoring the Royals.
Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. I could go on all day about this.
I was just saying that they were saying.
I'm giving you shit, kind of, in a way. In a way,
fuck you guys.
I'll stick up for my fucking team any day of the week, especially when it comes to brawls, because I mean they had it out for us. They were gunning for us, and of course, what fucking happens? All fucking hell rains down from the sky, and of course, one pitch from one of the A's pitchers hits one of our dudes. So what happens? It's a retaliation thing. It's almost a given. You hit one of our guys, guess what? You're gonna get hit next. Be fucking prepared. And then it just kept going from there and from there and from there. And then the biggest one shortly after that was with the White Sox. Fuck the White Sox. And yes, we obtained Milky Cabrera as of today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, Milky.
Yeah, he came back over the weekend. That was his first game being back, right?
What? No,
well, not the first game, but like the first series.
His first game would have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday or today.
Mm-hmm.
But they announced it over the weekend, I believe. But yeah, the fucking White Sox, and I still have pictures on my phone of they were hitting, their pitchers were intentionally one after another, and they had to make an agreement. They said, okay, if you pitch inside, you're fucking out. Because they were hitting each other consistently. Our guys were hitting their guys were hitting our guys, and finally it just all a shit show rained on the last game of the series, and one of the guys hit one of our guys, and that was a brawl. I'll find the video and send it to you. That was a fucking brawl. There were fucking pitches. There were hammer fisting. It was, that sounds really hammer fisting.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer fisting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Edison Volquez landed a lovely shot. I can't remember who the fuck he hit, but just right in the fucking dome piece. It was a great brawl.
Well,
that
was
to me, but the 90s brawls, 80s and 90s brawls were obviously the best.
Yeah, they were the best ones because they were that's when people, they knew how to fight back in the day. You know what I mean? That's when baseball was hungry, not this not this college preppy pop collar fucking asses that are running around there. That it's almost like, I don't know, it's just like they're all fucking Justin Bieber fuckers. They cannot carry the same fucking weight unless they're taking some sort of performance enhancing type of materials to do the same as the old school guys. But it wasn't like that game you were talking about. There was like fucking, like, dudes were getting ejected left and right, and the coach just went out there to ask, hey man, fucking what's going on? Hey Blue, how come you're fucking doing this shit? And then the next,
a couple years ago,
and then the next thing they were getting pissed off and shit. Fucking
what they were doing was, it was, pitchers were hitting batters so frequently that they finally said, okay, if you throw inside, you're fucking out. And not only are you out, but your head coach is out. You're out with your fucking player. So, like, it would have been Herrera.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't Jose Bautista. Who did he throw inside at? Oh, he was aiming. Oh, that piece of shit.
He was aiming
from the A's.
Oh, Laurie.
No. Yes,
Laurie.
yes, Brett Laurie.
Yeah.
Fucking, and he's just as big a piece of shit as fucking Jose Bautista, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, he threw.
It was behind him. It wasn't.
It was behind him.
Yeah,
and then when he walked off, he pointed at his head and he said, "Next time it's your fucking head."
Correct. He said.
I was like, "Bravo, Herrera!
Yeah,
bravo!"
Herrera
Next time,
pointed to his head.
fucking head.
Yeah. And
that's because.
And then he got butthurt.
And then he got butthurt, and then he's in the interview in the conference after, and we don't play baseball like that, and blah blah blah. Well, bitch, maybe you shouldn't be sliding.
You can't throw my head.
You
can't throw my head because you don't throw 85. You throw 100 or some little crybaby
exactly.
shit. Yeah, it was Brett Laurie.
And he was the one that started the shit with the A's because he slid into second, and I can't remember who was playing second base that day. Spikes first. He knew he was going to be out. knew he was going to be out, slid spikes first, and ended up taking out one of our players. And then Kane ended up getting hit in the head by one of their fucking pitchers, and it was just a shit show.
No, it was Laurie. It was Brett Laurie that did the spikes first.
Yeah, he did spikes first and a second, and that's why Herrera pitched, and it was just a sloppy pitch. Whatever. It was outside, and then he wants to be a crybaby bitch and start talking shit to Herrera, and Herrera's like, okay, well, next time it'll be your fucking head. And the funny thing about it was they I'm pretty sure for the spikes first, I don't remember if they ejected Laurie for that, but I think he got fined. I know Herrera got ejected. He got ejected. He got fined.
Well, but the thing is that Laurie, he was a favorite. He was the golden boy. You know what I mean? This golden, like, fucking everyone. There's certain guys that baseball just fucking loves because baseball has this image of what they consider the true Major League Baseball player. You know what I mean? That goal, American apple pie. Whatever. They're all. Don't even get me started, man. Don't get me started on fucking Major League Baseball. Fucking. It doesn't matter what fucking team, man. They're just biatches. I
love baseball.
No. I mean, I used to love baseball. You weren't born during this time, but maybe you were back in 1995 when they had their the strike.
Mm-hmm.
And were you even born back in 1995?
Yes, I was. I am not a child.
How old are you? How old were you in 1995?
I'm not going to disclose that information. Per sec.
Oh, yeah. So apparently, I guess what's going to happen when they play against the Rockies? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I think the top team right now is the Dodgers.
And I'm pretty fucking sure fuck the Rockies. Who said the Rockies? Was that fucking... who was it? Was that D-Max? Fuck the Rockies, D-Max. Was that you? Yeah, it was. Fuck your Rockies. Royals are going to cry if they play the Rockies.
Good.
If I had a dick, I would tell you to suck it, D-Max.
Damn. See, it's shows like this. I wish this Facebook Live bullshit was going. I might just fucking do that. No, I can't do that right now, can I? No, I can't.
If I had a dick, I would tell you to suck it. And yes, I love baseball, and I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with baseball. It just seems like to me that it's just gotten too stupid. Like you just mentioned the fucking the rule. I would look at it with Forrest Whitaker eye if I saw that shit happening. I'd be like, I'd be there. I'd be rushing. I'd be coming off the fucking bench going, he's out. No, you could do that. No, he's not. He's out. And you know what I mean?
That rule, and I know it's been around for a while because. When I brought it up to somebody else, they're like, well, yeah, that's just common knowledge. I'm like, well, where the fuck have I been? Because
is that truly common knowledge? No, it's not.
It's not. Like, I had to actually look it up, and I guess maybe it's just because I don't see that many wild pitches happen when it's a potential third strike or strike three, whatever. I'm trying to think of the right verbiage, but maybe that's why is I just don't see it that often a wild pitch happen on a potential strike three. So, but to me, when you swing that, when you swing that fucking bat, I don't care if it's a wild pitch or not. Your ass is out. If it is a third strike.
Exactly. Well, because they kind of use it. They kind of use it to the advantage. So let me guess. Do they? What other fucking crazy rules did they do? Is there?
Oh yeah. As of this year, so the intentional walk thing. So there's no more. They don't waste because baseball is a long game and blah 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 blah.
Whoa, wait. Say that again. What's this intentional walk thing? Say that again.
Okay, what they do is now instead of pitching, instead of making those pitches. And instead of making those pitches, it is if they're, and I don't want to say if they're afraid of the batter, what ends up happening is they're going to say, okay, yeah, we're going to intentionally walk this batter. So they don't waste the pitches and they just put them on first base. It's like, alrighty then. And I think that's new as of this year.
Wait. So
Wait.
This is an intentional. This is a no-hit walk. Then is that what you're calling about?
And that's basically what it is. There are no pitches thrown. It's an intentional walk, and
that's bullshit.
And that's new this season.
That's bullshit. Is it robs players to steal during those? I've seen pictures. That's how a lot of people, when it comes to stealing, a lot of the players get their record on stealing bases and stuff. That's when they that's where they get their base stealing shit from. You know what I mean? That's where they get their statistics from. It's from those intentional walks, because like you said, they're afraid of a fucking specific batter to come up and they want to put him on, on the bag. So that's usually when they're doing that intentional walk, and after, before they fucking decide to steal, that's when that's bullshit. See, hey, what's up, Sith Lord Sang? Welcome to Mixer. Man, fuck that. That's bullshit. See, that's another reason why baseball's starting to suck. Why baseball sucks. Not starting to suck, but it's sucking.
Well, and the intentional walk thing, I remember it happening last season. I mean, they would throw, so the catcher would stand off to the side and they would throw the ball, off towards the side, and the batter obviously knows that they're going to be intentionally walked. It's like they had a little, I don't know, conversation beforehand, or they're like a wink or an eye contact, or one of their baseball, like touch the nose, dust off the shoulder type things. I don't fucking know. But they would throw it off towards the right or the left side, and they would then take their base. Now, instead of doing that, they just call it an intentional walk. They don't waste the pitches, which aren't, it's not even a pitch. It's more of like a lob. They just like throw it up and over, whatever. Don't waste their strength. Now they just take their base.
That's so stupid. That is so fucking
I
stupid.
love baseball, so don't I know you're not judging me, but
no.
I love baseball.
But it's stupid. You even said yourself, these are stupid rules. So
there are some stupid rules. And hockey's fucking stupid. Sorry. Golf's stupid. Fuck golf.
Whoa.
Fuck golf.
What is wrong with golf?
It's boring as sin. Oh, and sin's not boring. I take that back. Sin is fun. It's boring as hell. It's boring as
hell's not
sitting
boring.
here watching, I don't know, Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, Spanky.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Now it's time for our fucking... We forgot. We're going to take a break so that way we could do our Game of Thrones urban update. So if you've
The urban update.
The urban update. The Game of Thrones urban update is an update provided by a listener who will speak as he will write as he speaks, and I am to translate it over the air. He's busy right now, and he's gonna do it. We're gonna try to do an on-air one where he just sends me in a recording, and that way you can hear how he sounds, and you're like, wow, that's funny as shit. So he will write it as I will read it as he wrote it. So when that comes up,
what?
I didn't think about that. I'm glad you brought that up.
It was totally unintentional.
No. I'm just thinking about it.
I didn't even think about the review thing. I just thought about fucking golf and tennis being boring as something, and the first thing that came to mind was
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Just like so you're comparing golf to Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except
indeed.
for with, if from what I understand, lots of incest and blood. Yeah. Is that right?
I will say this. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Well, neither do I. All I know is from what Minx has told me and what my sister and my madre has told me, and it sounds like there's a lot of fucking fucking cousin fucking and sister and brother fucking, and that I'm not interested in watching relations fuck each other like brothers and sisters fuck one another.
Well,
That's not my kind of thing.
It's okay because we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna cut the mixer link right quick because I can't play no music. I can't play shit. So we're gonna take just a real quick, and I really don't know anything about Game of Thrones. So we will discuss the discussions of what actually our esteemed reporter has written in a. I guess there was a big deal about the fucking trailer because this one it wasn't a big deal tonight or last night. It wasn't a big deal. Like last night's episode wasn't really but everyone was making a big deal about the trailer that happened. Yeah. So we will go ahead and talk about this, and hopefully everyone's gonna freak the fuck out because the last time I did the Urban Game of Thrones review, that's why it's coming back, because everyone wants to hear exactly what's going on, because I do not know anything of the show. So I told our reviewer to write it as you speak it, and then I will say it just like how you wrote it, and don't paraphrase, don't nothing, no spell correct, no nothing. So some of the fucking corrections or some of the characters that you hear, you'll get a little bit different change to it, and then of course every time we do the Urban Game of Thrones update, Spanky is on front desk with us.
Yes, she is, and I could just shaking her head, just like pulling her hair out, like
So let me take a break right quick, and then so give me a little minute. It's only going to be like that, been 2-3 minutes while I change some graphic stuff and all that stuff, and then I'll be right back. Give me a few secs. All right? Shouts.